Hi, this is Martin Rapaport, and I'm speaking to you from Surat, India, where we've just opened a new Rapaport office. First of all, I'd like to wish all of our friends a happy and healthy and wealthy new year. The global economic crisis is having a major impact on the diamond industry. There are three fundamental forces that need to be considered. First of all, there's the issue of diminished demand due to decreasing wealth and great uncertainty about employment. U.S. retail demand is expected to fall by about 20% this year. And the problem is not just that retailers are selling fewer diamonds. It's that they're reordering even less diamonds from wholesalers. Retailers are deeply concerned that the fall-off in demand means that they have to reduce their inventories. So even when they sell a diamond, they're not likely to reorder from their wholesaler. The general flow of diamonds has been disrupted. So we're not seeing a smooth flowing diamond industry today as we would have in the past. The decline in retail sales of approximately 20% could mean a 50% decline in retail jewelry demand from the wholesale sector. So diminished demand is certainly a primary factor influencing the diamond industry at this time, and the attitude and the mood of the market is quite concerning. Of greater concern is the financial basis of the diamond industry at this time. Diminished demand is reducing cash flow. And with less cash flow, firms are running out of liquidity. Diamond manufacturers and diamond dealers are afraid to buy diamonds at this time because they don't know to whom they're going to sell them. And furthermore, they're afraid to sell diamonds because if they sell diamonds to a company, what assurance do they have that that company will be able to pay them? So credit sales of diamonds have become a serious problem in the current environment. Sellers have no assurance that if they sell diamonds on 90 or 180 days of credit, that the companies that they're selling to will be able to repay them. Another important factor is what's going to happen in January. Will retailers be paying their bills, or will they be returning diamonds to diamond dealers and manufacturers? Now, it should be clear that many diamond manufacturers and dealers have financed their exports. So when an Indian or an Israeli company sells diamonds to a United States retailer, in fact, they get credit for those diamonds. So in fact, when diamond manufacturers and dealers export diamonds from cutting centers like Israel, Belgium, or India, they receive financing from the banks on those exports. Now, what happens when the diamonds are returned? Big question come January. What's going to happen when retailers from the United States and other markets return diamonds to diamond manufacturers and wholesalers and exporters? Will the banks then say to the diamond manufacturers and wholesalers and dealers, you must now return money to us? Will those companies have money to return to the banks? The liquidity crunch that's expected in the first quarter of 2009 will be the next important test for the diamond industry. Essentially, we're in the eye of the storm right now. We've experienced the first part of the storm as demand declined due to the economic crisis. We're now in the eye of the storm as the Christmas season is upon us. And the second part of the storm will take place as we move through the financial sector and the diamond industry has to deal with liquidity issues and financial issues. And another very important factor is the status of inventory. How much inventory is out there? Will that inventory make it impossible for the resumption of diamond manufacturing and diamond distribution? So the three primary factors influencing the diamond industry today are: 1, diminished demand due to the global economic crisis; 2, diminished liquidity and concerns about liquidity due to the financial crisis and the inability of the diamond industry to finance and support all the diamonds out there; and 3, the level of inventory. Will that inventory stop or disable continued manufacturing of diamonds? Now, we've already seen rough diamond sales plummet, and prices for rough diamonds plummet some 50%. We've seen polished diamond prices come down to some reasonable levels, but perhaps not enough to clear markets. So uncertainty continues to remain a primary force as we enter into the next chapter of the diamond story. Our overall view is that the first half of 2009 is going to be a very testing and trying period for the diamond industry. So where do we go from here? How can the diamond industry deal with the current problems? There's one solution that needs to be in place as soon as possible, and that's the development and the establishment of cash markets for diamonds. The diamond industry should not be in the business of holding diamonds. Diamantaires should not be forced to become marketers, branders, and downstream added value distributors of diamonds. There's been a fundamental problem in the diamond industry, which was the idea that the diamond industry has to become downstream added value marketers. It's not a good idea. And today we are reaping the problems that this approach has created for the diamond industry. Diamantaires should be able to buy rough diamonds, cut them, and then sell the polish for cash. Now let me make it clear, I am not against the idea of downstream marketing initiatives. I'm not against people who want to give credit, who want to brand diamonds, who want to create downstream marketing initiatives. I call these people customers. The diamond industry must be based on a firm foundation of cash. We must be able to cut our diamonds and sell them for cash. Other companies who want to provide added value marketing, long-term finance, all kinds of interesting and risky behavior are welcome to do so. We love these people, they're our customers. But that is not the basis of the diamond industry. Diamonds are about money. Diamonds are about cash. Diamonds are about our ability as an industry to take a product and sell it at a free and fair market price. The idea that the diamond industry has to be held captive to downstream marketing, the idea that mining companies can or should force the diamond industry to engage in downstream marketing processes is a bad idea. It's time for the diamond industry to reject the concept of being in the downstream marketing business. It's time to reject the idea that the diamond industry should be based on long-term credit relationships. It's time to reject the idea that a diamantaire has to be a marketer of diamonds. The time has come to go back to how we used to be, to the fundamental foundation of the diamond industry, which is diamonds are money. And the diamonds have to have a cash market so that if you cut a diamond, if you have a diamond, you're able to sell it. I have been surprised by diamantaires that have told me, I don't know what the value of my diamonds are. There is no cash market for diamonds. You'll never be able to create a cash market for diamonds. We have lost the fundamental basis of the diamond industry, which is that diamonds are cash. And we need to return to that fundamental idea. This illusion that diamonds are some kind of a magical, mystical product is fine for the retailers, for the people that are selling the illusion, for the people that are selling romance. God bless them. But that is not what the diamond industry has been about for generations. The diamond industry is about taking your diamond from rough, polishing it, and then selling it. I think it's important for all of us to support cash markets for diamonds. It's not just the issue of how to deal with the current economic crisis. It's a basic value of the diamond industry. What cash markets will do will provide a safety net for people that are involved in the diamond industry, for diamond cutters, be they in Surat, India, Mumbai, Tel Aviv, New York, or wherever. It'll provide a separation point between the manufacturing of diamonds and the marketing of diamonds. By all means, marketing people should be able to buy diamonds at a fair price and then add value. But it's also very important that there is a point at which where diamond manufacturers can get off the train. Where diamond manufacturers can say, I have done my part of the work. I have invested my expertise, my knowledge in the rough, in the diamond manufacturing, in the merchandising, and in the sorting, and now it's time for someone else to carry on the added value scenario. While the idea of downstream marketing has greatly benefited the diamond mining companies, it is decimating the people in the diamond industry. Let's understand this. Rough diamond prices were too high. So the only way the diamond cutters and diamond dealers could make any money was by adding value services, by saying, well, you know what, rough is so expensive, the only way we can come at it is by giving you 90 days, or 180 days, or 360 days of credit. The only way that people could find a way to come out of this high rough prices was to do all kinds of added value services. Now, some of those added value services greatly increased the risk of doing business. The diamond firms didn't take this into consideration when they priced the diamonds. They sold diamonds too cheap. The profit margins of diamond companies were not sufficient to cover the level of risk. So when you give those long-term credits and the global economy goes down, you get caught. It's time for diamond people to return to the idea of making money. Diamond firms need to recognize the fact that they have to be making a reasonable profit margin for the services that they provide. Competition is great and we support it. But I don't think you want to compete as you race off a cliff. Diamond companies need to focus on their profit margins because profits are the key to the success and the sustainability of the diamond industry. We look forward to continuing our communications with you. Thank you.